12th of March. It's just before 6 a.m. and I'm just riding down to the start of Bill's Easton connection 300. So we're arriving from Easton in Bristol, basically down to Portland, Bill, Audax, and then back through Easton on Portland, and then back north and back up to finish in the same spot. So join me on my vlog of today's ride, and I'll speak to you later. Well folks, I'm a few miles in now, and I'm on the Whitchurch Way, just south of the city, nice and traffic free. There are some complete wallies on the roads already, not away anyway, and that's not just cyclists either. Yeah, so I was just catching up a big group back there. I've gone down the GPX route up here because it's nice, and they just carried on at the main road. Where's the fun in that? Anyway, I've forgotten how much of a gradient this is for a railway line. Bit of a progress report, just gone through Cranmore. Just about to drop down the big climb, or a big descent actually, as head down in this direction. Yeah, done about 25 miles, and it's been a hard 25 miles as well. Up and down the whole time. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Well, I've just come out of the hamlet of Westcombe. Bit of a slog out of there. We're about 2 miles from Bruton now, and just stopped to look at the view. I'm not sure what church that is down there, but that's a cracking view. Yeah, I had a bit of a shock. I looked at the head unit back down there, and we'd only done 40k. It felt like about 80. But, yes, that's how hard today is so far, for me anyway. Well, I think the first control 60k. I only had half an hour in hand. That's how hard that 60k is. The good news is we're halfway to the coast. So yeah, that's good news. You know, mentally you're sort of thinking, well, I've only got to do that again. Well, it's actually 65k, but you know, that's near as damn it. So yeah, so I'm just sitting here. I'm just gonna have a Eat my sandwich and move on. I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, done 90k now. Around 30k since the control. About halfway between the control and the coast. So that's good. Progress is has been a bit better since the control, because you know, it's not been sort of steep climbs and then gravelly descents where you're on the brakes all the time. So wind's a bit of a pain now. Anyway, I'm just going to start climbing in a minute, so I thought I'd shovel some food in now before I start doing that. Well, you know, find me in Dorchester. When I last spoke to you, there was a big climb after there, and went on for about a mile or so, and then you're kind of up on some sort of high ground that with no shelter from the wind, and it was proper hard work. Yeah, so that took it a bit of effort to right there for a minute, to do that sort of I think it was about 8 or 9 miles, but fortunately the main road was quite flowing despite that, and there was quite a stream of traffic, so they broke the wind up a little bit as well. So I'm here now anyway. It's just sort of between here and Weymouth, it's just a final hump, so just got to get over that now. One final ridge, then we drop down into Weymouth, and then there's a bit of a climb up out in Portland, to be honest, but nothing as bad as we've already done. See the sea. I can see the sea. Finally changed direction. Bit of a crosswind at the minute. So that's Dorchester down there, with the main road, the traffic you can see on there. This is actually quite a nice way of coming. I mean, we've had to climb up quite a long way. There's a golf course over there with lots of Pringle jumpers. But anyway, we've now, as I just said, you know, we've changed direction, so it's now a bit of a crosswind. So I suspect that's what it'll be all the way to the lighthouse. And I better get going before this tower cooks me. This is the main road into Weymouth, and that's the first sight of Weymouth and the Isle of Portland in the distance. Today's target. So I'm now on the cycle route into Weymouth. This would have been the main road at one point. No idea if you can hear me. Oh, it's windy. I'm going to have to put the camera down. The cycle path. We are at the end of the Rodwell Trail, and here's the statue at the end. Well, that's a statue, or a piece of art, I suppose. So this takes us all the way down to Portland, all off-road. Oh, here we are, Port Bill. Hour in hand. Not too bad considering the wind and the hills. Wales Hills. Yeah, the weather is absolutely stunning apart from the wind. If it wasn't for the wind, it would be absolutely awesome today. And I'm just walking down to the this little plinth thing. Well, I just thought I would show you the view from the top of the Isle of Portland. As you can see there, that's Chesil Beach, all 18 miles of it, stretching off into the distance. And then you've got the harbour here, which is where the sailing event took place at the Olympics in 2012. And this down here is where it came up. Should be a bit quicker going back down. It's interesting. It's a memorial to the Olympic Games. 29th of July to 11th of August 2012. It's in this little that's better. Little place. It's considerably easier in this direction. I mean, I'm doing 18 miles an hour freewheeling. Anyway, I'll just 10 miles an hour full gas. It's yeah, what a spectacular day. Yeah, we've got a bit of lumpy bumpy now. But at least we've got a tailwind. There's Chesil Beach over there from a different angle. This is an iconic view. You can see Chesil Beach all the way down to Portland, and I've just crested the hill out of Abbotsbury, and it's a sod, it really is. Well, the last clip you would have seen would either have been me just getting over the top of Abbotsbury Hill, the absolute monster, or the descent down into Buckland, whatever it was, called Bruton Buckland or something like that, where there was an info control, which was on the coast road, and it was, you know, very much like that. And what happened after that was that I climbed this massive hill called Spyway or something like that, Spyway. And I did see 700 feet at one point, and I got over the top of that, not fast, but I did. And basically what happened after that was up on the top it was sort of a crosswind from right to left, and it was almost pushing me into the ditch inside of the road, and I dropped down into a place called Newton Maiden, and I was feeling pretty exhausted, to be honest, and I noticed it had a railway station in it, and saw on the road sign, you know, a railway, and I thought, if this railway goes to Bristol, I'm going to stop here. There's no point in flogging myself anymore, because I was just on a real off day physically, and I had empty legs all day. I was struggling on the climbs, and even with the tailwind, you know, after Portland, I was just struggling. So
I decided that if at this point there was the railway line took me to Bristol, I was going to stop there, and sure enough, the railway line took me to Bristol, and it even stopped at a railway station that was 2 miles from where I left the car. And I thought, well, there's a sign there and then, you know, decision made. So I was sat there in the wind in the railway station, and I decided that I would wrap up this video there. But when I got on the train, it was very busy, and there was a few others that had packed either in Weymouth or Dorchester, so I didn't bother. So I thought, I wasn't very happy with myself, because I was on a bit of a bum day, and you know, it was absolutely brilliant, you know, apart from just physically not being there, you know. So I was just going to bin this video, but after upon reflection, today's the Monday the 14th, so it's a couple of days after, and I'm actually kind of on my way home from work, and here we are in Gloucester Docks. I thought I'd wrap up the video, and I'm going to publish it anyway. I think, you know, I want my YouTube channel to be honest. You know, if I fail at something, I you know, I'm going to show that as well, you know. So here we are. So here we are, and you know, I'm going to publish this. Just want to say thanks to Will for putting the event on. I just don't think I was in the physical place for it on the day, you know. I think if I'd carried on to Cerne Abbas, I think I'd have been about an hour in hand, and I think not far after that it would have been a tailwind. So, you know, I probably might have been all right, but you know, that's a in hindsight type thing. Anyway, I've got a couple of weekends now where I haven't got a calendar event, so I've got a weekend away with a friend who's leaving the area, so I won't be doing an Audax, and I probably won't do a video of that. And, I might do, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're going down to the New Forest and having a few beers, sort of say cheerio, you know. Not for good, but you know, he currently lives about 2 miles from my house, and he's done a few Audaxes and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'd be ashamed to see him go, but you know how things are. You know, move on. Anyway, thank you for sticking with it this long. It is much appreciated. I do like it that people keep coming back and having a view of the videos. So I'll see you on the next one.